It's Pancho, and let's jump into today's news. Ice Spice is now claiming her lane. In March of 2021, Ice Spice uploaded her first record onto Spotify called Bully Freestyle. In November of 2021, she dropped No Clarity, Name of Love in April of 2022, and eventually Munch in August of 2022. Let me also add that she did have other songs released besides the one I just said, but these are the ones that many of us know that stood out before she was making it big. Since then, she's been making a name for herself that's more than undeniable. Today, she sat down with Paper for an interview. I'm not gonna spoil this article with full details, but as a fair spoiler alert, I will over-summarize some sections so I could walk you to where she claims her lane. In this article, they wanted to get to know her more personally. Of course, there's limits because we all like our privacy, and that's what they essentially mentioned in regards to her limits to this interview. So the information they were able to grab was interesting nonetheless. They start talking about her upbringing with music. She gives credit to her father. He himself was a person involved with music, and he is a hip-hop head. They then go into the topic of her making it to the top. She spoke about how she met Riot USA and the connection they have. Paper then goes in depth. When I mean in depth, I mean in depth. In the next paragraph, describing her sound instrumentally, her voice, flows, and rhymes. It's actually really impressive how someone listened to her so much to get that descriptive. Just to clear the air, there's no hate. It's simply just me being impressed because they were on point. After that detailed writing paragraph, they added a very interesting thing Ice Spice said, which is this. Quote, I feel like it's a new lane that I've started, and I'm starting to hear a lot of other artists sound like they belong in my lane now. Paper writes after the Ice Spice statement, the history of drill music. Paper spoke about how the roots of drill in Chicago to then spreading to New York to then the UK, then back to New York, where many have been on the uprising, such as the late Pop Smoke and K-Flock as an example. However, when it comes to Ice Spice, she doesn't necessarily fit into the drill scene or category per se. It's a really interesting space to be in. Me speaking as a fan, I actually agree with this. I haven't heard any artists personally that sound like her yet. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we do start hearing that. In the meantime though, she's really right about this. Like I said, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to go into the article anymore, but I did want to bring this up because it's a fair statement and the lane she's created needs to be given credit. Like this video, share it with everybody you know, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Fat Joe, soy Pancho, y ya.
They've been like lately talking about Latinos wasn't in rap and this and this. These guys are delusional. We're from the Bronx, New York. It happens. And so when hip hop started, it's Latino and black, half and half. But they going at me because I'm like the only Spanish dude, like really with a big voice. And Latinos wasn't there. You was invited. You are a specimen. I don't know what is up with these people that don't know their facts.